Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, Instagram fam, I see you. Hey, fam. Hey, Nick. Hello, hello. Trying to see who all is on. I'm talking to three different audiences, and I want to talk about authority and credibility and how to manage your influence. Authority, credibility, and how to manage your influence. Listen, if you are listening to this grabbed your attention for a reason. You're on here for a reason because you have authority. You're watching this right now. Stay on, tag somebody you know that has authority. Somebody that has authority, and you know that they need to be using their God given authority and abilities. And you may be one of those people. So I wanted to talk about this because I'm fascinated. I'm really fascinated as a speaker. Some of you all who are speakers, who are coaches, you show up and you invest in conferences, you invest in yourself. And let me just start off like this, right? So I'm talking to hello, LinkedIn, YouTube fam. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the hearts and for the love. Stay tapped in. You want to tag somebody. Go ahead and share, like, post, share. Because if you are someone of authority, that means you have influence. So I want you to influence a few people to get on here real quick. All right. So I'm just going to go in. Um, I was thinking today, have you ever gone to a conference or an event and you've been an audience member, right? And have you ever sat in an audience, okay? And you hear the speaker, you hear whoever the presenter is, and you instantly say to yourself, "Oh my God, where did they find this person?" They may have had a big name, right? And you're like all hyped up, like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear them. I know this is going to be exciting," but you're highly disappointed because they get up and it's terrible. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, they are totally underwhelming, or they get up and they're not structured or prepared to truly deliver. I'm the only one. Am I the only one that's seen that before? Have you ever seen somebody? Hey, Keisha, look, Instagram family's in here. The rest of y'all got to catch up. Like, have you like just drop a yes in the comments. You don't have to tag who the person is, the speaker or the influencer, whoever. But have you literally ever gone to something, a conference, an event, paid money? I'm talking about good money. And then you get there and you're underwhelmed. You're like, what did I just pay for? Right? Um, and I've been there before, and then instantly you're like, whether you say it out loud or not, one, you're disappointed because somebody used their authority and their influence to market but didn't deliver on what they promised you. Don't miss that. Somebody used, yeah. Oh, Tamisha said, even in church, yeah. Somebody somewhere had enough authority to put on an event. They had enough credibility, right, to put their face and their name on a flyer, right? Coach Creesha, I just came to talk to the people today. I got questions. I got real questions. Have you gone to an event and you literally wonder, where did this speaker come from? And then y'all ready for real? I'm about to hit you with something bigger. Some good marketing. I know some good marketers, but some terrible presenters. Woo! I know some good marketers and some terrible presenters. We've all fallen victim to that. But okay, it's easy to blame them for not being prepared. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they really truly don't know how to deliver or teach. Some are just good at hyping up and motivating, but they can't teach or deliver. But here's the bigger question. Here, can I talk to y'all? Can I talk to y'all? Because I'm talking to Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all my family, my activation nation. All right. Yeah, Pastor Nikki said they put their best in promoting. You're right. Here's my question though. While you're looking at them and you're disappointed that they didn't deliver, do you ever look at yourself and be disappointed that you're not the one on the stage? Woo! That deserves some hearts, some fire emojis. Have you ever looked at them and said, my God, maybe, this isn't about comparing or anything like that. That's a real statement because there are some underdogs. There are some people who have prepared, who have been in the trenches, who have been working, who have been laboring, who have been behind the scenes, who could blow big names out of the water. I mean, run circles around them. You got your materials ready, your workbooks have been ready, your website is done, your courses are done, your platform is set. But the only difference between you and the person that is standing up there is that they weren't scared to get in the room that you didn't believe that you belonged in. They were not scared. Matter of fact, they believed in a fraction of their potential when you playing around with 100% of yours. Okay. I'm the only one. I'm not that true story, true story, true story, true story, true story. A decade ago, I was in my corporate career. This is how I became a speaker. Anybody ever you ever wonder like, well, Melissa, how do I do this speaking thing? How do I get on the stages? I mean, I see other people doing it and I'm good enough. I think I can. Matter of fact, I know more than them. I know I could teach this better than them. And it ain't about me being better than them. It's about I have authority. And the problem is you can't blame them for doing what you didn't do. uh-uh, uh-uh. So 10 years ago, I was sitting at a conference, just like I was telling you guys. 10 years ago, I was at a corporate conference. It was thousands of people there. And I had a friend who I was gonna just sit in the back of the room for this women in leadership session. It was a women in leadership session. Now I was a woman in leadership. Mhm. I was a woman in corporate America. Uh-huh. And so which means I had what? Authority at the time, which means I had influence. I was training and teaching people in my organization. Like you, many of you are training and teaching people in the trenches, but you shrink back when it's time to elevate and come out of the darkness, out of the trenches, from behind your companies, from behind your organization, and get on the stage that you deserve. Some of you are taking the stage given to you and not asking for the stage you deserve. You'll catch that later in your sleep. Some of you have been okay accepting the stage somebody else gave to you and not stepping up for the stage you really worked hard for. You've been practicing. You've been practicing on other people's stages in this time. So anyway, I had been practicing in other people's organizations for years. How many of y'all been practicing for other people? But you know it's time, like it's my time. Like I know I'm supposed to be up here. And you mad, you big mad. Why won't nobody give me a chance? Who's gonna give me my shot? Well, maybe it's not about somebody giving you a shot, but it's about you opening your mouth to take your shot. Maybe it's about you opening your mouth to take your shot. They don't know you yet. Somebody type in the chat, I need to be known. I need to be known. It's not that you're not ready. It's not that you don't have the authority. They just don't know you yet. They don't know enough about you yet. So, okay. Whew. Yeah, you got to be bold. Authority is bold. Authority is bold. Can I give it to y'all how it came to me? I was sitting in this audience 10 years ago. This was when I encountered my very first professional speaking coach. My very first coach. Now, I'd been in Toastmasters. I trained as a kid as a speaker. I was one of those kids. My mama said I talked too much, so I started. She put me in Toastmasters. But when I saw big people on the stage, I was like, I don't know if I could do what they do. And I sat on the front row of this conference. My friend ushered me from the back. You need a friend that's going to do that. This is a lesson. I wasn't going to put this in what I had to say today, but this is real talk. Some of y'all are sitting in the back of the rooms and you need that good friend that's going to be like, oh, no, friend. We don't sit on back rows in conferences. So the first thing I want to say to you is the closer you get to the stage, the closer you get to being on the stage. The closer you get to the stage, the closer you get to being on the stage. I don't sit in back rows. No, Rosa Parks took care of that for me. I don't sit in the back of nothing. You hear me Instagram, you hear me Facebook, you hear me LinkedIn. I don't sit in the back of nothing. Because if I'm good enough to get in the room, I'm good enough to sit in the front of the room. And that's one step closer to being on the stage. Front row. Come on, Coach Christian. I'm a front row person. Why? Because now I am sitting in proximity to where I belong. I am sitting in proximity to where I'm called to. Some of y'all need to get out of the back of the rooms and get in the front. Come on, somebody. Shout out, Julia. Thank you for tapping in on Facebook. Thank you for that. So here's the thing, okay? Here are 3 steps to build your instant. You ever want to be seen for your authority, your God-given authority? I'm not talking about worldly authority. I'm talking about God-given. You know that you are the best at what you do. It is your natural talent. You have cultivated that talent. You have toiled. You have spent money. Some of y'all invest thousands of dollars, but yet you still playing yourself small. You have invested. You have gone to college. You have built that thing out, front, back, top down. You got the systems for it, but you still scared. Okay, it's me. Maybe it's me. I'm the only one that's done it. I've done it. That's why I can talk to y'all like this. I couldn't talk to you like this if I haven't done the things I'm talking about. So anyway, let me give y'all 3 things. 3 things. If you're just joining, I'm sorry. For the new people in the room, I'm Melissa D. White, Coach Mel to many, international speaker, speaking coach, entrepreneur, humanitarian. Listen, I want to give you 3 things real quick. Can I give you 3 things? Do I have your permission? Now that you know who I am and you know what I came on here to talk about, now that you know who I am and what I came to talk about, give me some hearts or something. If you want the 3 ways, I'm talking about instantaneously to build credibility and use your authority. Do you want it? I can only see we have to have an agreement. If you want it, just say yes. Say yes or drop some hearts. I want permission to teach you this. I want to know that you're with me. Are you ready for this information? Okay, good. Okay, Instagram is ready. The rest of y'all ready? Okay. I sat with this. Look, I got notes. If I took notes, you can take notes. You can save this for later. Save this for your educational purposes to get a plan together. Listen. Instant authority. Number 1. Thank you, Julia. Ready. All right. Number 1. There are 3 things I'm going to tell you. I'm talking about instant. Instant, instant, instant. If you follow this, instant credibility. Number 1. Write. Type the word write. 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 Tamisha, you said, go forth. I will. I shall go forth. Amen. Write. Write your way to authority and credibility. The moment you meet somebody and they say to you that they wrote a book, that they've been published in an article, I don't care if they wrote it for free somewhere, if they got published anywhere, instantly in your mind, you have given them a seat of authority. You may not even read a word they wrote. Am I right? Like when you see somebody's name next to an article or on a book, you instantly, oh, they must be an expert. Oh, they must have authority instantaneously. So if it works for them, why wouldn't it work for you? Write what you're an expert on. You become a subject matter expert by writing about your subject that you are an expert on. If you teach how to build a course, you teach somebody else how to do it. You write about it. You write a manual about it. You write an article about it. Write. The reason you can't speak is because you can't write. If you'll catch that, if you saw my reel from yesterday, I talk about that. Great speakers are great writers. When it's time for you to write a speech, it won't be so hard for you because your writing muscle, your hands are accustomed to words. Your mouth can only say what your hands can write. So because when you are in the habit of writing, you have now told yourself, I have permission and authority to write my expertise and put it in the hands of people. Y'all ready for number 2? Say ready. I want to know you ready. I want to know you ready. You ready? You ready? Look, by the way, like if this is good teaching for you, if you know, like, man, I've been playing myself. I know I belong on that stage. Maybe if you are writing that blog, if you are writing that ebook, if you are writing that story. If you are my, you know what, the remember I told you about the conference where I was sitting on the front row. Let me tell you how God works, right? That very same conference, I said to myself, I will never, ever, ever sit on this front row again and watch a panel of women leaders and not shoot my shot and not at least try to be one of the ones up there when I know my people in the room. I will never, ever, ever, ever do that again. That same day, this is how God works. That same day at this conference at the resort, I go back to my hotel room and I have an email sitting in my inbox. True story. At the time, this is in 2013, I started my very first blog. I was not speaking on anybody's stage in person. I was not speaking on a live stage, but I was writing. At the time, I had Next Level Marketing Maven. Some of y'all who've been rocking with me for at least 10 years, I ain't new to this. I'm not new to this. I was writing a blog called Next Level Marketing Maven. It was my very first website, y'all. I had a whole photo shoot and everything. And I was writing blogs about how to use your influence at work. And I was writing marketing tips and business tips while I was still working my job. Well, one of the women I admired, a woman leader I admired, was reading my blog for a whole year, and I never knew it. Never knew it. Never knew it. She was reading what I wrote and saw me as an expert and invited me to speak at her conference in Puerto Rico. So my first time corporately as a speaker was because someone read my writing and invited me to their stage in Puerto Rico. What am I saying? What I wrote put me in position to be an expert, to somebody who could give a stage. Yes. So what if you are an answer to somebody, but you your opportunity can't be found because you're not writing enough? Okay, I'll move on. Number two, somebody type teach, teach, teach. Okay, Instagram fam, I want you to share this. Tag somebody who needs this Instagram. Like, post, share, tag somebody. This is good. This is good. Number two, teach. Somebody type teach. Teach. Write what you know, then teach what you know. Because let's be honest, everybody not going to read what you wrote, but they will listen to you teach and apply it. Everybody may not read what you wrote, but they will watch you like this. What am I doing right now? Right now on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, I'm teaching what I know. I'm teaching what I did as a speaker. I'm teaching real life application. You can take these three things to the bank and go put it into work today. Show up and teach. Did I wait for someone to invite me to their live to teach this? No, I didn't. Did I wait to get into a live room? No, because you needed it today. Teach. Write what you know. You got it, Tamisa. Write what you know and then teach what you wrote. Woo! I'm trying. The preacher in me is trying to hold myself. I'm trying to sustain. Okay. Teach. You hear some examples of teaching. You ready? You ready? You ready? And if this is good, save this for later, because I know I'm in teaching mode, and you might want to go back because I don't want you to miss any of this. Okay, I don't want you to miss it. Teach. Examples of how I teach in my business and what I teach my clients to do to gain authority and influence. Number one, podcasting. There are 5 billion podcasts in the world. Only 74% of those podcasts don't make it. Why? Because they burn out after episode 3. Yeah. Okay, you come into Georgia. I want to hear more about that. I'm gonna DM you later. Yeah. Podcasting is a wonderful way. Podcasting skyrocketed because of entertainment and education. Podcasting skyrocketed because of education and entertainment. Understand that is a platform for people to learn on the go. Everybody's not going to take the time to watch a video, but they can listen from the car. They can listen and learn from you while they're working out. So, an educational podcast. Number two, webinars. Webinars. when you want somebody to pay you, like, okay, back up. You ever been walking through the mall and they keep giving you those samples at the restaurant, and they keep giving you these little samples, and you like, you almost full. You done got full eating other people's samples. They're like, oh, take a free sample. Take a free sample. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Give me some hearts if you know what I'm talking about. You ever been walking through the mall and they just keep feeding you these samples, and you're like, that's so good that by the time you walk by for the third one, you're like, just give me the full meal. Just give me the full meal. That's what happens in your business as a speaker, as a coach, whatever product or service. You give them, this is the sample. If I'm teaching like this here, then my goodness, what's the main course like? If you show up and you teach like that on your platform, then you're giving people a sample of what you offer, and they will be begging to work with you. Hey, I need what you got, Julia. I need what you have to me. So, like, please teach me. I want more, because that sample was good. The next one, lectures. Start showing up, start applying to things. I have a mentor who now has a multi-million-dollar marketing firm. They started their business teaching free marketing classes at the library. They started a multiple seven-figure business by teaching at the library for free. What am I saying to you? That sometimes you need to show up and find people where they are and go pull them, go grab them, go pull them, and show. Some people don't know they need you till you show up. You haven't shown up for your people. Credibility means showing up consistently. Credibility means that I manage my authority by showing up and teaching and influencing people to move. That's credibility. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You get it, right? You get it. You get it. You get it. Oh, this is good teaching. Like, post, and share. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. See, I love when I get on and teach like this. Cause see, when the numbers go down, that means like, oh, some people ain't ready for meat. I serve meat. I serve meat. I serve real good stuff. And you have to be ready for it. Number 3, this is the last one. Speak. Number 1 was write. Number 2 was teach. Number 3 is speak. I say to my students all the time in my coaching program, speakers speak. Hello, speakers speak, which means I didn't wait. You cannot afford, some of your bank accounts cannot afford for you to sit back and scroll when you need to stand up and start going live. You hear what I'm saying? I've been there before. I had to write and speak my way to be financially stable. There were times God looked at me, I'm praying for money, and he looking at me, why you not writing and speaking? Woo! You praying for an opportunity, and he looking like, I gave you one when I gave you hands to write and a mouth to speak. What are you doing, Melissa? What are you doing, Tamisa? What are you doing, Julia? What are you doing, Krisha? When he gave you that gift, when he gave you the authority, he gave you dominion of your hands. You have dominion of your hands. You have dominion over your mouth. So now you have the authority, hello, and the influence to write, to teach, to speak, which now influences other people to win, to be successful. That gives them a blueprint. So you want to promote yourself, start writing, teaching, and speaking. You want to be on a stage, start writing, teaching, and speaking. You want to be on major conferences and travel the world, start writing, teaching, and speaking. Come on, somebody. Here's the bonus. I'm going to give this to y'all the way it came to me. You ready for it? You ready? Give me some hearts or some I want to know that this is resonating. Oh, I see you, fam. I see you, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook family. Thank you for jumping on with me this afternoon. I hope this is helping somebody. I know it is. I can feel it. I'm going to give it to you like it came to me. Credibility. I'm right. See, I told y'all I came with notes. I came ready for y'all. Listen, I knew. I was like, oh, I gotta come with it today. All right. Credibility comes from properly managed authority and influence. Credibility comes from properly managed authority and influence. How many of you know leaders who have authority, but they don't have credibility? Mm. Do you know, have you seen somebody that has authority? They're in leadership, but they lack credibility because they don't show up in integrity. They lack credibility because they don't show up with integrity, which means they are not showing up writing, teaching, speaking. There are too many people hiding behind social media influence, but not teaching, writing, speaking. So that, what does that mean? This is your chance to go from the back of the room to the front of the room to the stage. Does this help somebody? This help somebody? Okay. Now here's a bonus. You ready for the bonus? After you write, after you teach, after you speak, the bonus is now you have to promote, because people cannot hire you and they cannot pay you if they don't see you. They cannot hire you. They cannot book you. They cannot work with you if they can't see you. That was my weakness in business. I'm a writer. I'm a teacher. In my core, I teach. God made me that way. I can't help it. If you coach with me, you know what I'm talking about. Many of my mastermind clients are on here. They'll tell you. And they're telling you now, like the way I'm teaching now, that's the same way I do in my program. So here's the thing. If you are serious and if you stayed on this long, then I know this is for you. Okay. So I'm gonna share this. Instagram fam, click the link in my bio right now. Those who are watching live, activate your voice. I have finally released. If you've ever said, I know I belong on that stage. I am tired of seeing watered down messages and bad, I hate saying bad speakers, but I'm gonna call it people who have not cultivated their craft. Speaking is an art, speaking is a craft, and speaking is a business. Teaching is a craft, it's a gift. So I want to teach you. I have packaged 10 years of my experience being a corporate speaker. Okay. I have packaged this into a 6-week course. If you ever want to sample what it's like to work with me, okay, I've taken this into a 6-week course. This is the only time I'm doing it live. Why? Because with the live class, I will be recording the live classes. I will be recording the live classes, okay, and bundling it. And everybody else has to go back and watch it and go through the steps. Like they get the workbooks and they get the results after this initial inaugural group. Okay. Thank you, Valerie. That's my sister right there, y'all. Valerie. Listen, click the link. If you are on Instagram, it is the top link in my bio. This class starts on Monday night. If you have stayed on with me this long for the last 28 minutes and 30 seconds, okay, this I get sample. Here's a sample. Here's a sample. And for 6 weeks, I am literally going to walk you through. I'm going to walk you through how to speak with impact and influence to earn an income as a speaker. And if you don't believe me, I have mastermind clients who are watching this right now who can vouch for me. I have one client that joined with me in December 6 months ago. And I'm talking, she didn't take the course. She joined at the top level. And within 60 days, earned her money back. Within 90 days, more than doubled her impact and her income. Multiple 4-figure speaking fees. Okay. And that's just from the videos. That is before she got on a one-on-one with me. That's her story. I'm not making that up. Ty Jackson. Thank you, Marcy. That means a great deal. I got clients giving me shout outs over here on LinkedIn. Thank you, family. That means a lot to me. God gave me the gift of a testimony. I had to walk it out for 10 years so that you can walk it out in 6 weeks. Catch that again, somebody. Let me take this down off the screen real quick, y'all. What I had to live for 10 years, you're going to get it packaged in 6 weeks. 10 years. Like my coach says to me, it's the speed of execution. I just gave you the speed of execution. I'm literally going to talk you through the steps I took to be a paid speaker full time. Okay. Starts Monday. Somebody type Monday, Monday night. Oh, family over here. I'm going to drop it in the chat. I'm going to drop this in the chat. Julia, thank you. You've been on here. You've been rocking with me the whole time. I just put the link in the chat for those of you who are watching on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Sign up today. I promise you that, listen, you can go spend that money on a shopping spree and look cute, or you can invest in that to get from the audience in the front row to be on the stage. So Monday night, meet me. And let me just say this really quick. No, it will not be pre-recorded. You will get me live on Zoom with you, live on Zoom with you, teaching you for 1 hour every week. You'll also get, let me pull this back up, an Instagram family. I know you can't see the screen. I'm showing them. So go to the link, the top link. Yeah, inbox me, Tamisa. Inbox me, please, so we can chat. If you have questions, DM me. If you have questions, you can DM me. So I'm gonna pull it back up. Here's what you get. Everybody's like, well, what is that? What do I get? What do I get? What do you get? You get 1 hour virtually with me for 6 weeks. Okay. I'm giving you half off. This is my inaugural group. Everybody after this does not get your price. Okay. Today is what, Thursday? So you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday to make up your mind and get in the room. All right. You get access to my Facebook group. So you get community. Somebody type community. The only way you can 10x your results is to tap into community. You also get my book on activate your voice, speak with impact, income, and influence. It is an interactive workbook with speaking exercises and the materials for the course for 6 weeks starting July 3rd. So I'm going to open it up. Any questions, Q&A. If you got a question, type your question in the chat. DM me. I'm going to hang around for a while. I'm excited because this has been a long time coming. Truth is, like, I don't typically package things like this. I love live rooms, live stages. I love that live energy and interaction with people. If you say, hey, Monday night, 1 hour, man, Tamisa, you're the truth. She didn't type, you didn't transcribe everything I said in a few words. Thank you, sis. Thank you for those who are tapped in. Hey, last but not least, if you say, hey, Melissa, I've been watching you for a minute. I've seen your results. Like, some people have watched me go from literally leaving corporate, building a business, struggling, getting overlooked, not booked, to being on the stage with 500,000 people live in person, globally. That comes from consistency. And I want to package you and help you put yourself out there and walk you through this process. Yep. This Monday. So this Monday, thank you so much, Valerie. What I'll do, it starts on the 3rd. If you go ahead and buy now, you instantly get access to the tools. And this Monday, what I actually do is I teach live inside of my group as well. Okay. So thank you for helping with that. It's not July 3rd yet. July 3rd is in what, 2 weeks? Go ahead and sign up now. Sign up now. You get instant access. Here's the other bonus to it. I host a bi-weekly group where I do an accountability call. Now, you ever taken a class and you got all the materials, but you didn't do nothing with it after you took it? So the accountability group, you get access to that group, and I go through your speaking plan, your income plan with you, and accountability. And we have accountability next week. Okay, that's what you get. Thank you. So thank y'all for correcting me on that. I said Monday night, but I was thinking Monday was July 3rd. Thank you for correcting me. July 3rd. July 3rd is when the live course starts. But if you sign up now, I want to honor this. And my team is hearing me say this, by the way. So they're listening and they're watching to see like, okay, Melissa, what are we giving these people? They're like, wait, we want to get it right. So my team is watching this. July the 3rd is when the live class starts. Thank you, Tamisa. It's when the live class starts. However, if you enroll now, you still get access to my private membership accountability group, and I teach to that group bi-weekly. So you're really getting a huge bonus. You're getting a huge bonus. All right. If you don't understand, if you have any questions, DM me, and I am happy to jump in the DMs and talk to you. Family, I love you. Y'all are the best. Thank you for rocking with me today. Remember, write, teach, speak. Write, teach, speak, and promote. Show up because you're worth it. You have earned the right to be paid your worth and be seen and heard from your voice. I love you, family. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. If this was good to you, don't be stingy. Share it with somebody else that you know has impact, income, and authority. By the way, if you want bonus materials, again, go ahead and sign up. You get access to my video library. You get access to the accountability group. And I will see you live in class on July the 3rd. Love you, family. Bye for now.